your name? Apparently my transitions are very clunky. I got a review last year saying my transitions are very clunky. I'd just like to point out my transitions are not clunky, they're jarring. And they're jarring for a perfectly good reason. I lack craft. So, I got this other review last year that called me a 90s throwback, which I wasn't happy about, because I'm not a 90s throwback, I'm a 90s holdout. I'm like the French in Vietnam. It's something I don't understand. I can't believe, man, I can't believe that it's still called I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. Surely you people have had time to come to terms with this. And yet, it remains the only product of its kind where in order to just speak its name, you have to commit to a full sentence. There's no box of scorched almonds called, oh, I see you've brought some scorched almonds. When you buy some thumbtacks, you don't ask for a box of, hey, why isn't this picture of my sister not just falling off the wall? It's no brand of menthol cigarettes, well, no thanks. Does anyone remember back in the okay, so I don't like bits that start, does anyone remember, but fucking does anyone remember back in the 90s when they used to have, when a bar would close at the end of the night? Anyone here old enough to be going into bars in the 90s? No. Jury's out, okay. But they would play a song, they would play a specific song.
Closing time!
Yes!
Yes! Oh, yes!
They would play Closing Time by Semisonic when the bar was closing. And I think the reason that they played Closing Time at that time was because that was the time when the bar itself it was a very ironic sort of thing. And Semisonic did exceptionally well off the back of that song, and it stands to reason that experience, okay? So that means that people were waking up the next day and going, wow, what was that song that was playing when I got kicked out of a building? I'd like to feel like that all the time. So then what they would do is they would get out of bed and they would go to a CD store. And they would go to the person at the CD store. What was that? CD store? They would go anyway. They go to the CD store and they would sign to the person behind the desk. You know that song that's always playing when I kicked out of the bar? It's like my own soundtrack to nausea and sexual frustration. I would like to feel like that at my leisure. Please sell me a Semisonic CD. And the person would say, all right, I have the CD single right here. It's $11. I said, no. I'm sure all their songs are fantastic. I just haven't heard them yet. Please go and get me the album Feeling Strangely Fine by Semisonic, and I will give you $30 for it. And we both agree that this is legal, that no one is being coerced into this. Okay, so it's difficult to explain to people these days that paying, that used to cost you as much as a pack of cigarettes does. These days. Okay, these days. But back then, a pack of cigarettes, that only cost about as much as a glass of beer does these days. But back then, a glass of beer only cost about as much as 2 litres of milk does these days. But back then, 2 litres of milk, there's no comparison we can make. Everything today is more expensive than 2 litres of milk was in 1996. But no one's calling 2 litres of milk in 90s throwback. Even though, like, that's when it's from. That's when it, like, after milk bottles, that's when it became the thing. Makes you think. I almost didn't make it in tonight because I was waiting for a bus, and 2 of them didn't come in the time that they were supposed to. And then one of them showed up, and I said to the driver, why, there were meant to be 2 other buses, what's the problem? And he said, well, we're running on a different schedule today. You'd know that if you checked with our official website. But I find it difficult. I don't like checking with the official website because I like getting my information about buses from unofficial fan sites and zines. Thank you so much for coming here.